Slante, I think your Cardia is targeting yourself.
Oh.
Like, yes, it is.
That's by design.
It's like, Tam is not getting the healing normal yet. That's weird.
It's fine.
That's weird.
It's fine. I don't need any
South of
healing.
the boss.
Hey.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect. Alright, have no off the middle.
Big brain.
Now to the
Oh, bullshit.
middle. Middle.
I am dead. I am no longer alive. I'm attacking the one at... Wait. Shouldn't there should be one at 4.
Oh, I guess we're
I
going
dragged
north-south.
it south. It doesn't really matter which way you go. If you want me
Well,
to do
it only matters in that I was expecting there to be one at 4.
Just tell me where you want it, and I'll put it there. Like I don't care where I go. Just tell me where you want it.
We were doing 4 and then 3.
Okay.
But I was also dead, so it was a wipe anyway. Was that just that we were too close, or?
Don't know.
They cast the wind thing and killed us.
I was talking about the first time I died.
Yeah, you were too close to each other. Your stacks.
Yeah, so I guess for the whoever's the first and fourth people, if you can try to be outside, like on this white part of the thing, and then the people who are, I would definitely pull the boss if I get that close. The people who are on the middle to be on the opposite sides of the square. That should be plenty of room. Oh, I guess we have leftover markers. I can just be like, okay. There and there.
And note for the fire plume thingamajigger, placeholder, if we get Shiva, you're screwed.
If it's Shiva, I have time to manip to the middle.
Okay, and if it's the big fire...
17%.
Really? Is that your plan?
I'm considering it. We'll see how a couple of balls go.
Okay.
I think I can move into the middle. It's just work.
I mean, it's just a damage down, right?
No, I definitely died of the explosion, for sure.
It's just a damage down, you do not die to it.
The big explosion? Really? Oh no, you're right, I don't.
I totally got hit by that big explosion.
No, you're right. And then we're going into the ad phase, so why the hell do I care about a damage down?
Well, I mean, you're going into the dive bomb phase first. That's like 20 seconds.
At least. It's a 50-50 to get a 17% chance of a damage down. I don't know if I'm moving for that.
Shiva. Damn it. That's me. That's all me.
I wanted to rescue you.
Black Mage
It's like-
Rescue.
Can we just invert the ethereal manipulation?
Big brain.
Swap places with target.
Make it fluid aura.
That's my one for the night.
Only one. I would not limit myself to one. Burn through that pretty fast.
I also dodged the wrong way. Should have dodged east.
Whoop.
Alright, guys, we're running out of ones really fast.
You get one free one. The rest of them we get to yell at you for.
Exactly.
I do love that I can put up a single target potency shield. 300 potency shield on somebody. And you know what? It just literally disappears in the first auto attack. Like every time. It's like it takes a whole GCD and it's not even an auto attack.
Okay. Oh, that's some bull crap. Middle.
Alright, this thing.
What?
Wow! Wow!
Oh, they're
Alright.
so dead.
Alright, I need to go. Tam, go opposite. Yeah, there we go.
Why does this still hurt? I can't even hit people. Oh, it didn't hurt that much. Oh, I forgot to move! Ah! Ugh.
Oh, so they go back to their tanks. That's good.
Oh my god. This game hates me tonight.
Alright, well, I guess. At least for the first part of that, before the tethers come up, the healers can just be in the middle. Do you want us to stack up? Or is it just, like, being vaguely middle-ish is fine?
Vaguely middle-ish is fine. I mean, 15 yalms is pretty big.
8 yalms would be preferred.
Oh, you want a collective Well, if you put down a bubble, then I can get in the bubble.
Actually, I should save the bubble for the big hit, because apparently that one hurts.
There's a lot of hits there. It does, like, periodic AoE basically every, it looks like, about 6 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's just 15. Don't worry about that one.
Feeling
Alright.
super.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the little hits. I just wasn't ready for a hit that big.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the ads are dead. And then we just die.
Well, it's more like, ads are dead. Alright, what's next? I look over at the boss, he's casting something. Oh. Okay. I'm dead.
So, refresh my memory. For the big birds, you're going. Are we going opposite the one we're tethered to, and then?
Okay, so first you need to see, are you tethered to a bird or another player and a bird? So if you have 2 tethers, then you go opposite the tether that's to a bird. If you have 1 tether, you see which player you're tethered to, and you go opposite of them, which is going to be on top of the bird that they are tethered to.
Right. Do they do an AoE when they launch, or just when they land?
They only hit the person that they hit. They probably also hit anyone who's in the path, but it's a line attack. It's
No, I
exactly
thought they had an AoE
like
when they
Earth's Ball.
landed.
What?
I thought they had an AoE when they landed.
No,
After
but
target.
it's a line attack, and the line has a thickness to it.
Okay,
So, if you're
so
standing
I'm safe to hide behind. So if I'm tethered to the bird at 2, I can stand behind the bird at 4, and I'll be fine there.
you should stand to the left or right, because someone else will also need to be standing next to that bird.
Okay, so that's my next question. Are we?
No, there's
Does
no
that matter?
priority. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Just if I'm standing to the left and you need to get there, stand to the right. Whatever. Whoever gets there first.
Also, if you're the double person, one with 2 tethers, move out of the second charge.
What do you mean?
So the bird charges you, right? And then it
You
charges
should be
you
fine
back.
if you stand still.
What?
Yeah, no one should move through that whole. Once you get into spot, you move until both charges are done, and then you probably DPS whatever bird you're at.
I thought second tethers are supposed to move so they don't get hit by the bird.
I took 1.8 million damage on the return. I just stood there.
Yeah.
Then you were too close.
No, I took 40k on the hit, and I took 1.8 million when it left me.
Well, okay, yeah. So if you are the middle person and you get hit, you can take a step back so that you don't get clipped by the line attack again, I guess. You shouldn't. I was a middle person and I didn't move and I only got hit once, but who knows? Maybe if it, like, because all the line attacks are actually rectangles, if it rotates slightly,
Yeah, maybe that was the
it might
reason.
get you into it. But yeah, there's no harm after you've gotten hit to step back towards the outside of the arena.
Fair.
The second set, there's no order to when they have to die, right? We just kill them.
I think they still need to be spread out, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can worry about it later, but it might help if the tanks make a macro to put a mark on the enemy's head, or just put that button on their hotbar.
Shiva. A. Into the middle. Shiva. Middle.
That's a tight DPS check. Gotta really be hitting them during the dashing phase. Like the whole dashing phase.
I mean, once you figure out which bird you should be standing next to dodge. I guess go to town on it. But yeah, as I was gonna say right before the poll, can the tanks make a macro or put one of the signs on your hotbar to indicate which one to kill first? Because I think a lot of them will be at like half health, and it's a little bit of a DPS loss if I have to constantly switch targets. Oh, that or I can just
You can designate
mark
one. Yeah.
whichever target. Let me open up my macros real quick.
I thought on Friday you said you were just gonna start killing the one at 4.
Well, when it's the small ones, but when it's the big ones, I'm starting out like random place, and then they move.
I'm wondering if you put the thing on the small ones, if it'll stay.
Are they still the same? Okay.
Okay, I guess they will.
We're still staying with our tank, right?
We should be.
Okay. But those might not be the birds. Or will they be?
Each bird should
End up where they started,
back
right?
Where they started, yes. So yeah, we should be able to just say, start at whichever bird is at 4. I wonder, like there was a macro at one point that put signs on enemies. I'm trying to figure out. There's like some shortcut for a enemy on the enmity list.
I'll take number 1. The hexagonal number 1. Are they close enough to AoE?
Depends on the AoE.
The birds,
Yeah.
the ones
Are they-
that you have.
Are they 10 yelms apart when they spawn?
Unlikely.
I grab each one separately. Are you?
I mean, your 2 might be. Right? Your 1 and 2. Those ones might be close enough when they very first spawn. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, the small birds when they spawn. I'm just wondering if like a Mithril Tempest will hit both of them.
You should test it and find out.
I'm always careful about AoEing there because I don't want to accidentally crit and, you know.
Why don't you want to crit?
I don't want to kill them both at the same time.
He means to pick them up.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
saying. In general.
Oh yeah, I'm not AoEing because it's a DPS loss to AoE to ads.
It's a gain for Gunbreaker.
Really?
The, what's it called? Faded Circle does more than a Burst Strike.
Yeah, I was AoEing in T.
Yeah, my 1-2-3 combo does more damage than Overpower Mithril Tempest combo
Yep.
on
Warriors.
2 enemies.
So after the tethers, I'm going to go back to 4 with my ads. Are you going to go to...
I go to 1
Okay.
with my ads when I pick them both up. And then I move to 2 to kill the second one.
I know they don't tether to each other, but being that close just makes me nervous. Which was why I was pulling south.
We don't have to do that. That's just what the guide was doing when we picked.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter.
I think Carrot was just saying, just let us know where you are going to go so that we go there.
I'm just going to fly. It's fine. While Carrot's doing that, out of curiosity, Midori, are you teaching classes in person this semester?
Yeah, what?
Are you teaching classes in person this semester?
No, but my campus is having in-person classes.
They're having us do in person, and it's a hot mess.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing it, and I opted out because I don't like teaching with a mask on. So, I said I'd do online because it's really hot. Like,
Yeah.
to just be lecturing with the mask on all the time. And then I do a lot of discussion in class, like in person, when I do them in person, and they can't like sit close to each other, so they have to like talk across their tables. Like, it's silly. Anyways.
I was just curious because so it's day 2 of the semester, and I think half of the faculty of the School of Medicine are out because of COVID.
Yikes.
So we're doing great over here.
Yeah.
I think I have a thing that works, so let's try it.
Let's do it. Magic time.
One sec. Okay. I gotta respond to a work text.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Whoa, that was a loud can, whatever.
That sounds amazing. What are you opening?
Just Dr. Pepper.
Cold Dr. Pepper. Not quite the same.
I was gonna say,
Actually, warm because
Oh,
It's-
gross.
it's right next to me.
Gross.
I was gonna say, it doesn't sound right.
That explains why it was extra, how should I put it, energetic.
I actually don't mind warm pop.
Don't tell anybody that.
It's my first line when I'm dating someone.
Like, so,
I mean, if they can
Lukewarm
accept that
soda
about you,
doesn't
they
bother
can
me.
accept anything.
and they're like,
But you'll only eat brownies cold.
Yeah, if he had opened with that.
Actually,
you gotta work into that one. That's just,
I feel attacked.
actually, I have a whole list of things that I need to say, like on the first, like within the first 5 minutes. Like I always wear socks. I never take them off. Socks and sandals. Oh yeah, I do it.
Look into bed?
Oh yeah.
What?
I'm glad that we're at this level of our relationship that we
Well,
can
you're
share
in a cold
this.
state, I guess.
Wait. You wear socks in bed?
In a cold
Yep.
state.
I don't understand.
Oops.
Literally, my feet get the least amount of sun.
You got a tan? You got a sock tan?
You know, you could just like put them under the blanket and they won't get cold at night. I know this seems like a strange concept.
Okay.
I will cut him some slack since he lives in Michigan. When it's really cold, it's really cold.
It's not the cold. It's just I like to feel the socks on my feet.
I'm giving you an out.
You just squandered your out.
I like digging myself deeper into holes too. That's another thing I have to say.
Where's that diggy hole?
Yep.
I don't know. I was a scout growing up, and we would go like ice cave camping. Trust me, sometimes it's really fucking cold. you don't even.
Those are some of my darkest days. No. Sub-zero camping. I'm like, why did I subject myself to this?
What about in the shower, Tam? Tell me you don't wear socks in the shower.
Oh no. Or swimming.
Okay. There's hope yet.
It's fate, though.
Okay with it always choosing that one. I'm not okay with people not being at max melee. I might have missed one because I moved in to kill that thing. I'm just gonna.
Hey, we're alive.
We are suddenly not alive.
I know it's on purpose, but I really wish that they were close enough that I could AoE two of them. Actually, let's see what I can. That's not gonna hit both of them, is it?
No.
Maybe if they were on the tips of the corners.
It might be possible, but I bet that it's designed so that if you're more than like half a yom overlapping, then it's gonna just trigger it. In other words, you're playing with literally the margin of error.
Oh, I can
Yeah, I guess it's probably not worth it for an extra 20 gauge.
I can see if orogeny works.
Yeah, it looks like the orange squares are, or the line between the orange squares looks like it's exactly 5 yalms.
That worked. Please don't pick me.
I'm early as heck. Rip.
What's wrong?
It's a yikes from me.
Shiva.
Okay.
This might be bad.
We're okay. Oh god. Hey. Middle again.
Did that work?
No.
It mostly worked.
It worked on ours.
I think it's because I had Why am I dead? Why am I dead?
Didn't get the bubble effects. Now I have one tether, but I'm tethered to a bird.
Everyone should be DPSing right now, by the way.
Oh yeah.
We're in danger.
Oh, we're so dead.
Oh, I
It's gonna
walked
just-
That is not where you're supposed to be.
Oh, so if you just get tethered to a bird and no one's tethered to you, it just charges you and then it just stops.
Alright, seems like this macro doesn't work because there is... Phoenix is not targetable with that one, so let me just do this.
Just so I'm understanding. To bait the experimental fire, we are all stacking south max melee.
Hang on just a second. Can you turn up your volume somehow, please?
Sorry, is that better?
A little bit, yes.
That's as good as it's gonna get. We're all stacking south max melee to bait the fire plume. Is that correct?
yes,
Why is nobody at max melee?
I was gonna say, wait, which one?
The first.
first-
the first one.
Like, literally, this is max melee based upon how he's positioning it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like
Who are,
inside
like, up
the
here.
hitbox.
So I don't have any melee attacks, so I don't know what his melee is until someone else stands there.
I think you can basically stand on the 3.
Like behind the 3.
I'm usually on the. I am on the 3, but
You need to be behind the 3.
Okay.
So, like, you can be here and hit the boss.
I mean, I can stand back here if you want. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. It's just going to be hard for you to get all the way north.
I have things.
Is it not the same amount of distance?
It is enough where if you are trying to keep melee uptime. Oh, you mean for her?
No, I mean for you, if you were also standing on 3.
No.
I'm meaning if people are up here and we're trying to keep melee uptime and it gets baited on somebody that's up in 3 instead of max melee, which we're saying, the melees are going to get clipped.
That happened to me 2 polls
And
ago.
me.
And me.
Weird. What do we have in common?
Wow.
So yeah, I guess try to be on this ring. This ring should be safe as far as max melee is concerned, and also yeah, I guess if you are not a melee, stand on the ring. Though I'm gonna start back here with my 25 Yalm ranged attack.
Shoot.
That's a big shield.
Just to compensate for the fact that I'm not giving him any more heals. I'm not so generous as to afford people both healing and shields. Oh, we need to
A. Center again. Why did mine get targeted?
Because I'm marking all of them. Although it doesn't seem to be working very well. Ow.
Woof.
Wow.
Alright, you want to know the cheese for this? Which might come back and bite us later, but I hope not. After they come back, the tanks move to the middle and we cast or LB them and then we pull them to the sides. No one is telling me that's a bad idea, even though I know it's true.
I wasn't here. What was the idea?
We pull all the ads, or after the tethers, the tanks move to the middle, and then we cast our LB all three of them. That we have LB2.
That's a bad idea.
Why is that? Surely we can't need that LB later.
Because you know it is.
But it's the third fight. We don't ever. You're not forced to use the LB in the third fight ever. Right?
Okay.
No. Nope.
If we were gonna do that,
Oh.
I'd just use ranged.
Omega.
What was that?
Omega 11?
Yep. Tank LB.
I mean, it had a real long wind up, but also I think in every case where you have to tank LB3, they give you full LB before it happens. Like, the act of killing the ads would give you full LB. Wow, crutch. I'm just saying it's
Well, we haven't
maximizing our DPS.
we haven't
maximizing
had
the damage
everybody
roll.
alive though going into that yet. Someone has always died to that giant hit, so
No,
uh
nobody died that time.
I thought Carrot was dead.
Carrot died to the charges.
Oh, well. Okay, sorry. Excuse me. Someone has still always been dead when the second set of ads pops up. So,
Yes.
Similarly to the don't run around if you have a tether thing is, can you try to stand like close to the ad and not like a quarter of a pie slice away, even if the tether turns
I
purple?
think, are you talking about that tether or the tank tether?
I'm talking about the charge tether.
I think Oli's talking about the tank tether. I was watching because that's what killed her.
Well, that's why I said similar to.
During the charges, like, the reason why it's awkward when the one person is standing under is that the other person basically has to be this far away.
That's what I'm saying. Can we stand to the left and right of the ads?
Okay, but earlier we were talking about people standing behind them or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. There's a Reaper in your dress.
Shiva?
Oof.
Sorry, my dog jumped up into my lap.
Super oof.
Unless your dog jumped into the whole party's lap.
That's true. That's only why I died.
Your dog did some quantum physics to be in all of our laps at the same time.
I guess that is the risk of everyone standing at max melee, is you do have to scooch in quickly as soon as it's Phoenix.
I mean, the tell for it is pretty obvious.
Or Shiva.
Yeah,
Even if it's not Shiva, whatever the tell is, head to the
you're
middle.
moving towards the center. So
The instant the cast bar finishes, you can start moving, right?
yeah.
Yep. A. Sides.
Probably.
Oh, stay in the middle.
Maybe this is a.
Oh, we're good.
What's this thing?
Okay, so we have to like put these on the symbols pointing into the middle. Like they show.
You think so?
Cute.
That didn't
They-
seem right.
They show you how to do this in normal mode. Remember, they have 90-degree cones, and they go off 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we have them all pointing towards, well, I guess the other way is we just have them pointing out.
Yeah.
So like, stand so that the one that you have is, yeah, on the number, and then we can just stand in the middle.
Was it on the 4 DPS?
It was on me. I don't know what anyone else is doing.
That time.
Okay. We might be able to go to the same corner we do for the numbers.
No, because the thing on you has a direction that tells you which way it's facing. So you have to go to a number according to which way it's facing. So, I guess if you have one that's facing west, you would go to 4.
Was someone streaming that one?
I was.
You know, link, please. Can you see what this looks like? 'Cause I didn't see an arrow pointing a direction.
I think it's where the eye is facing.
I mean, there's like a little hit ring on it that has the little arrow nub in it. And
Oh, that. Okay. I see.
placeholder, yours was pointing towards 2. Sure, it exploded. I have no idea what happened. It just exploded.
Yeah, they did their attack and we all died.
But which one killed us, though?
All of them, perhaps. Like, I think we were all in the AoE of their attack.
I think getting hit by any of them is bad.
Yeah, but like placeholder's facing like halfway like away from the half of us should have been okay. Carrot, yours is pointing.
Mine was at 2 and it was pointing towards 4, so I think that killed probably everyone.
Dory stood at B. She had the one that faced everyone. Yes.
And someone had one that was like way down south.
That was placeholder, but his pointed to the right, so he only clipped half the arena. Midori's only clipped everyone but Tam. So which one clipped Tam?
There was one facing directly north.
Yeah, probably mine.
I was looking it straight in the eye.
Oh yeah, Totally placed him right in front of you. So yes, okay.
Yeah, and this might actually have a wider than a 90-degree angle, since you know, it's extreme.
Makes sense.
Savage extreme.
I was trying to see how big they were, right? Because placeholders, like, if he was here and is pointing to the right, shouldn't have hit anyone. Well, maybe like the person.
I was over there.
Yeah, might have hit Midori, but he himself should have been fine.
Well, no, because I got hit by the one
I
that
got hit by
was
mine.
reporting down. The one that got everyone.
Okay.
So is the goal to put them on like the cardinals facing outward so that everyone can be in the middle?
That's my hunch.
Okay.
Was there one facing in each cardinal direction? I know mine was
Yes.
facing east.
Talit's was facing north.
Okay.
I saw all 4 cardinal directions while we were running it.
Seems easy enough to resolve then.
Yes, B facing south is probably what got us. But that would have not clipped Tam though.
I don't
We'll
think
find
it's-
out.
Yeah, let's just get there again.
I mean, getting hit by one might be lethal, so
That's true. Oh yeah, I can check.
I'm only going to, because this targeting macro is not working, I'm only going to mark one of them.
Can you dodge your own tooth?
yeah, you place it and then it goes off like 3 or 4 seconds later.
Oh, I see.
That is not survivable.
Kind of like the shadows in.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Doggo boy.
Yep. Shiva. A. Fire plume. Shiva. Sides.
This is fine. One of these is Tyleet's in the wrong spot. Was it just that you were standing next to one of the birds when the tethers went out? Kanata was tethered to Tyleet, and Tyleet went to the wrong spot. I was wondering if it was because Tyleet thought he was tethered to a bird, but it was Kanata instead.
I mean, I saw it was Kanata, but too late to do anything about it.
I don't know what you mean by it's too late to do anything about it. As soon as the tether goes out, you should be able to see who you're tethered to, right? Did you think it was a bird at first?
I mean, you could die trying to run across the middle, so if you don't, you're definitely gonna die.
Has it been just coincidence, or is there a general theme that they're going to kind of converge in the middle for a second before they split into their cardinals? Because people are coming back to the middle for heals and stuff.
The one that I was hitting didn't move from 3. Or are you talking about after the double charge?
After the charges, when we're getting ready to bring them back to their like cardinal positions to kill them one at a time, are they always going to kind of come towards the middle in a group like that?
They're going to come towards the tanks.
I'm trying to determine. I've been using 2 fouls on the small ones when they're together, but if they're big ones are always going to come together like that, I'd rather hit all 4 of them with fouls.
I don't think you can rely on hitting all 4 of them. But
I don't think I could get back to the middle fast enough for that kind of targeting.
Okay. I was just asking because it seems like they're kind of already doing it naturally. I didn't know if you were doing that on purpose or not, but at any given time, there's 3 or 4 of them at the start of that phase together.
No, it's just whichever one I kept hate on, that one will come to me, and that'll be random. Like, it could just go from, like, one corner to, like, east to south, or it could go from north to south.
well,
I think it's always the ones that 1 and 2, because it's
right.
The hate carries over.
We know which ones it's going to be. The question is where are you going to be?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
but you're going to be running back towards one anyway, so they might happen to cross towards the middle. But if they do, it's a coincidence.
Yeah,
That's true because
that's what I'm getting at. Do I plan around that coincidence or not?
I think you might plan one foul, but not two.
Okay.
Well, even still, right? If Tam is by chance down here, then they will go to the middle. If by chance Tam is in the top right already, then they're just gonna go there.
I think the worst case scenario is you will always hit two of them because Tam will have threat on two of them.
Right, and given that there's a potential to hit more, I should just be saving them for the second phase anyway.
Also, the
Makes
second phase DPS is way tighter.
Well, not if I shift 2 fouls out of the first phase.
That's okay. I can come over and help kill your thing once mine are dead. Seems like there was enough time.
Yeah, alright, we'll try it. I am getting a little spoiled from foul being instant cast now, though. It's kind of nice.
You're gonna go back to some like level 70, 60, 70? I can't remember.
Just be miserable.
That's by ability. That's the one I hit all the time.
You're
Shiva.
It's this one.
What's that?
That's the 10% damage reduction and 700 potency AoE heal.
700?
Well, 100 over 7 ticks.
Oh.
But it's the one I hit before like everything. And they're after him ahead.
What's the cooldown?
30 seconds.
Imagine playing a real class.
What the heck? That's so broken.
Okay, I'm supposed to use Moon Swim though. I didn't, so.
Is it broken or is Astro gimped?
I mean, Astro has the same thing. Celestial, except it's on system.
My question remains.
I mean, it is my, like I said, it's the heal.
Hey.
Right?
That's unlucky.
Sides.
is this?
Oh, that's the good stuff. That's not the good stuff.
Let's find out when they stack. What happens? Oh, well, placeholder is very sad right now. Oh, I'm very sad right now. Oh, dear.
I think a lot of us are about to be very sad in a second.
Oh, dear.
Reminder, Kanata, I am taking Cardios off of Tam there.
And
So-
on to Oli?
Yeah, she's my tank.
Ah, okay.
You're on your own, man.
Okay.
With this
Give him
list,
a
like
bowl
having
or something.
Santa as an off healer.
I forgot to have food on.
I didn't. Not sure if that would have saved you, but couldn't hurt.
It was 3,000 HP, so I mean,
That's like a third of an auto attack, maybe.
Yeah, Mister, I can solo experts, but I can't solo 2 ads in a fight. Yeah, okay.
it's hard to damage them when I'm running away from them.
Have you considered not being a coward?
Truth.
Alright, let's go all together.
I mean, that would definitely improve my DPS. For a brief, glorious moment. Some people are still in not max value.
Actually, I just have about how to heal there. Yeah, I am gonna leave Cardia on. I think that will actually be easier.
Shiva. What A? Middle.
Because this isn't a trap.
Trap res! LB! Oh, once I actually did it.
Actually, we're unironically close.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I mean, if people are ready there, I don't think DPS is really. If people are ready and not dead.
So we gotta
I think
reset,
being
but what
not
actually
dead
happened?
is part of being ready.
So what
Step
happened
one,
to
am I
the charges
dead?
that time?
Yeah, I got clipped by the second one because I'm like trying to DPS, but then my brain goes blank. I think I just need to start further from the edge of the arena so I have somewhere to back up to.
Well, that's one person. What about the other like 4 people that died there?
Only 2 people died. It was me and Tyleet, right?
Really? I
Yeah.
thought at least 3
It
people.
was just
Okay.
2.
It was just 2 DPS. We don't need DPS there, right?
Nah.
I mean, I guess in the interest in Prague, if we actually care, we can use the limit break there.
No, that's really not like. Just don't die. Like, I mean, are you talking about if people are dead only?
Yeah, I mean, because
Okay.
that was probably salvageable actually, if both people got up as soon as they could and we used the limit break like we did. Like I even missed one of them with the limit break, and there was only one left at the end, so we could probably play around that if we have a death or two to just keep them in the middle for a second, limit break, and then move them out to the corners.
Sure, let's stop playing on it though. Like, not overly. I don't think too hard about this. But yeah, sure, we can do that. Remember how many casters we have though.
Yeah. Well, I'm not dying in that phase like everyone else is, so whatever. Triple cast is pretty good.
I wish. What kind of heals? I have no idea what kind of heals you have access to, honestly, these days, Oli. Do you have self heals that are going off during the second bird part?
Me?
It's just
Yep.
Aurora and Heart of Corundum, right?
Yep. So if I have Auroras up there, I use them on cooldown. I use Heart of Corundum on cooldown. I pop one just like regular cooldown for the tiny birds. And then after tethers, I pop another regular cooldown for the big boys.
And by cooldowns, are you talking about healing cooldowns or like defense
Defensive.
cooldowns?
The
All right,
only self heals I have are Aurora and Heart of Corundum.
Right, but I don't know if those are any good and are you using all of that during the second birds.
Yes, I'm using all of that. Aurora is a
Garbage pile.
Yeah, it's worthless. It's less
Yeah.
than 1, like, benefit.
It is a white mage regen.
grants regen to target cure potency 200, 18 seconds. And then Heart of Corundum gives me restores HP when HP falls below 50% with a potency of 900.
Okay. I mean, I've never used this skill before, so here. It only lasts 10 seconds. That's kind of the other reason I'm asking.
What is it? Healing actions is increased.
Hard to time with gunbreaker stuff.
I mean, nothing that I have like heals for anything, so.
No, that would go better on Tam if he's using self-healing. He'll get more oomph out of it.
You can just put that on your cardio target, too, right?
Yeah, but do you know how much Cardia heals for?
200?
170 potency.
It's pretty good.
When I'm casting DPS spells.
Which during that phase is not a lot.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
some.
maybe half of my GCDs.
It should be most of your Yeah, that's about right. Half-ish.
Yeah, I think since you got a regen healer and a shield healer, at the very least, regens on both targets.
Yeah, if you could you could put an aspected benefit on both of us both times, and then when the big birds come out, I don't know how busy your GCD is at that point, but you could pull both. What is it? The shield. It's got stack. You have 2 stacks.
Celestial intersection.
Celestial intersection. Throw that on both the tanks after tethers.
Yeah, all my I'm using all my off globals for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Celestial Intersection is not a fabulous shield.
Yeah,
but the regen will help. But my self-healing is nothing compared to Tam's.
Because I'm thinking that I'll keep Cardia on Tam, but I'll give you Haima. And those are my 2 big things that I've got. And I've got...
I'm not like XCOG.
Haima is the single target version of Panhaima. The 500 potency, or 5 stacks of 300 potency shields.
Yeah, this is like a foreign language to me.
It is literally a foreign language.
Every time I see, what is it, Pepsis go off, my brain just goes, Pepsi.
Pepsis, plural.
I tend to wait till 30% for Essential Dignity, otherwise it only heals for 400, and I'm sad.
And you can't count on having a little Lady of Crowns there.
It doesn't hit you. If
Yeah,
you
it
use
won't.
Celestial
better
Inter-
Go ahead.
Celestial Intersection is 600. Exaltation is 500.
Oh yeah, are we getting an earthly star to hit all 4 birds?
I hit all 4 babbies, and it's not up for the big birds.
Maybe it's correct to save it for the big birds.
Well, I'm sure it's also healing us up before the big hit in between birds, right?
No, it's after.
Oh.
That one is opposition plus collective.
When the big birds are up, do we take periodic damage?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like every 6 seconds or so there's fire from the sky.
Do you want me to shake after the big hit?
Shake lasts 15 seconds.
Yeah, but it also has a heal on it.
The heal is instant.
I mean, so is the shield.
No, the shield lasts. My point is, it's not like a regen or something that it will continue to tick up, but if we're surviving the big hit, then timing it for after the big hit is correct.
So I'm using Heart of Light on that big hit, and I think it's getting people. We also need to save something for Dead Rebirth.
That'll be fine.
I reprisaled it, and I think there was a feint.
I think I reprisaled after you did.
Ah.
But
The good old double reprisal.
There are a lot of attacks that the boss does while the boss is not targetable. A lot of those big hits.
Correct. Excuse me.
I think though.
Want me to save shake for that then?
Probably.
Yeah. The
It's
rebirth
such
thing.
a waste, though.
Is it?
Shake has a heal. You should use it when it's right before we're going to take a big hit, when we are not stacked.
I mean, the right place to use that would be as we're running back in for the big hit between the birds, right?
Yes.
That would be the best place if you can actually get it back in time and hit people.
Then I will save Heart of Light for Dead Rebirth.
Sure. I mean, as long as I have Caratrol and Holos, we should be fine with that hit. So.
And I cannot super during birds. So
Like, on principle?
no.
But yeah, if I just Cardia, Tam, and Haima Oli, I think that will actually go a long way. So if you could just regen them both, I think we'll be mostly okay. During second birds, I mean.
Yeah, regen is super inefficient.
Really?
Yeah, it's 15 seconds.
I mean, it's potency for GCD, right?
Potency is 1250.
It's better than anything I got.
It's also smoothing. Max melee.
Shiva. Hey. Sides. No, that was too far in. Alright, we'll kill here first.
Well, no DPS were dead on that one, were they?
Nope.
That's a yikes.
Yeah. But I hit 0 DPS spells.
I don't think you're making up half of Bird's health. So something else is going wrong here.
Slenta can do like a third of a bird, probably. Like, us combined can do a third of a bird.
Was that a personal problem causing the death or somebody else causing you to die?
Completely unknown. And now I know
'Cause-
exactly what happened there, but I don't know why I died.
There was somebody that moved very late.
So, one thing I know is that, let me take the way march really quick. So if the bird that I was tethered to was at due north, I was like here, and the person I was tethered to was here. I mean, like, it was purple. Like, it was purple, it was fine. I wonder if it's because it rotated more.
Were you the middle one?
Yeah, the bird was north, and I was
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's the thing that has gotten me at least 3 times, which is after you get hit, you need to like step towards the outside of the arena, because if it rotates even a little bit, it can clip you on the way back.
Whoops. Here, hit him again.
Here's the thing is, if you're tethered to somebody that is tethered to a bird, don't wait for them to get in position. You need to look and see who they're tethered to and go ahead and start moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they got there late. It's just,
Yours didn't,
yeah.
but
Yeah, for sure. Don't be waiting.
And it's always going to be, if you are only tethered to one person, you go stand next to the thing that they are tethered to.
Yeah, I do see people standing like here. I guess that's okay, but I don't think you should be doing that.
I think it's
perfectly
a
fine.
no, it's a DPS loss. If I'm standing here, DPSing the south ad, and then after the second charge, it's like way over here, like I can't hit it. I have to like go run up and start DPSing.
That's a different concern in my mind, though also valid. It's just like, if you're over here, that bird is turning a lot. Like, that's what's killing people, I think, is the bird's turning.
Right, and can be mitigated by stepping back, but it should always be back and forth across the arena. We should be standing on left and right of the birds when they start their first charge. I guess whenever Tam's back.
Oh, I thought I hit the ready check. Sorry for the scare. Hey.
You're the worst person. You deserve it, Karen. You deserve
I saved
it.
you, Ollie. I saved you.
Oh my god. I don't know what their fascination is with tethers this tier, but I hate it.
I don't want to sound like one of those boomers reminiscing of the good old days, but at least it's not digititis.
I'll be a youngin' and say that was before my time.
Digititis was actually the worst. Yeah, let's take a 5-minute breakies. I will send out my retainers. Why are you in the Crystarium?
Oh, I was leveling. I finally got Leatherworker to 80.
To 80? That was last expansion.
Yeah, so I can repair. Turns out
Is-
you gotta be level 80 to repair.
Is Leatherworker actually your highest level crafter?
No, I got Goldsmith to 90 to melt.
You only need one to repair. You can repair on any crafter for any piece of gear.
That's what I thought. So I was like, oh, I'll just level Goldsmith forever. It's the easy one. Right? No, turns out you need to be 80. It says repair level is usually 10 levels under the gear. Yep, learned the hard way.
Alright, well, I guess time to get them all to 90.
I guess. I thought I didn't have to. It's okay. That's what leaves it for.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you don't have to level Alchemist or Culinarian. And you probably don't have to level Armorer, but I wouldn't put it past them. They've had some weird pieces that are like, yeah, this is armor. And it's like a piece of cloth that had like a slab of metal bolted to it. And you're like, yeah, that's armor.
It's the same thing as the crafted fending chess piece being Weaver this time.
Oh yeah.
Like, what is that? Ah, yes, let me just weave this armor together.
Wait, so
all the leatherworking stuff has like metal in it from the dolomite.
Yeah, what is that even doing? Are you like consuming this dolomite to like flatten the leather? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
You said consuming, and I was like, oh, it's just a snack. It's just a snack for you to have while you're crafting.
It's the most
Maybe
important
if
part of
you're
the
a
recipe.
coblin.
Maybe it's a very soft metal and you can just bite into it. Huh.
wait, books are alchemy.
Yes.
Oh, I guess you do have to level alchemy.
It's okay. It's 78. It's almost there.
But you don't have books. You've got
Star globes.
Star globes.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are usually
goldsmith.
I'm leveling it.
I mean, you might as well just get them all. It's super easy.
Yeah, eventually.
I mean, you can get them all to 80 super easy because of dwarf dailies.
Oops.
I mean, those literally take no effort. Like, you could be a level 70 crafter, or you could just do the firmament. That is actually the easiest way because it's not even time gated. Like, you could have a level 1 crafter and get it to 80 in less than a day.
Gotta show off that. Actually, no. Most of my stuff is at least level 20.
Wait, at least level 20.
Yeah. So I'm using stuff like this.
Oh, you're talking about the equipment that you're using.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put this in a way that doesn't sound condescending, but you can buy shit, literal shit, from a vendor that's better than that.
Yep, probably.
See here, your lowest level crafter is 70.
Yep. Hey, at least my weaver has pentamelded stuff.
Pentamelded level 70 stuff? The lack of response is
Oh, it doesn't show the pentamelds. Ooh. These are only 4x melded. They also aren't repaired for some reason. Your partner's in a hazardous location. Okay.
better watch out. That in room is super dangerous.
Super dangerous. Lols. bronze.
We're in a cross-world party.
Sorry about that. I'm back though.
I hate everything.
Is there a point to doing the stack south thing? We're all gonna get hit.
I was just distracted by the fact that I already messed up my opener. But
I mean, like most of us got hit, but
Yeah. I think we all got hit.
2 people didn't. But yeah. I mean, in my mind, as far as I can tell, it is symmetrical in every way, with the part where we keep it between the 2 north boxes, except where we start and how we move. But like, they're both melee uptime 100%. They should be, as far as I'm aware.
One carries a lower chance of getting a damage down.
Right. That's why I think we should go with the other one. Just because if we do react immediately, yeah, we probably can dodge it, but
I mean, I thought I moved immediately, but I guess did it start south that time?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and if it starts southeast, that's still not a lot of time.
that's like, what is it? Does it rotate 4 times?
Yes.
So there's a 25% chance that will get immediately clipped.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a 50% chance of a 25% chance. We call these placeholder odds.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I wondered if there was a specific reason that I missed on Friday that led to this being the thing.
Well,
Less movement of the boss, pretty much.
yeah, actually, no. I think that was the one advantage, is that the boss doesn't need to be repositioned back to center. After we dodge
for
it.
the left-right thing makes the left-right thing a little easier to dodge.
No, I
'Cause
don't think that's the problem. The problem is that
I think that's the problem.
I mean, left-right shouldn't be a problem if we're all moving together. So nobody should be off of Guardian placeholder.
The problem is when the boss was north, after dodging, the boss would turn a random-ish direction after the dodges because we can't have the boss facing due north-south because that is an area that's getting hit. So if it's like Shiva, for instance, then the boss will turn to face Tam, who will be standing wherever we finished dodging Shiva, and then do a left-right mechanic, which might cleave 80% of the arena.
But if we're all dodging with Tam anyway, aren't we there? So it should just be... I guess I'm not understanding why it's an issue if we're all right next to the boss.
It has a
I mean-
higher fail rate. Because
If it starts at 4 and 2, if half the party goes to 4, half the party goes to 2, then half the party is screwed if it targets the other half of the room.
Why would that happen though?
Why would we
Yeah,
not move
there's-
together?
yeah, there's no excuse for that to happen.
Like,
We should all-
There's no excuse if we're all moving together as we should be, and we're all paying attention to mechanics. There's no excuse for getting in there, except
I think that's true for our current strat as well.
for not paying attention or like me getting greedy and nothing.
Yeah,
Let's be clear. No, hold on. Let's be clear. We're talking about two separate things here. Saying that we should not get hit by the left-right is true for both strats, but this strat has the added chance of getting hit by the Shiva in the first hit, and that is completely irrespective of anything else that's happening.
And I think getting hit by the left-right is way harder on the current... sorry, I should say. It is way easier to dodge the left-right in the current strat because the boss is always facing the same direction.
I think
unless
we're
it's Shiva. Right?
Yeah, it's a Shiva. The Shiva has the same problems no matter what.
There's also the fact that people still aren't stacking max melee.
Yeah. The advantage you get though is Tam doesn't have to drag the boss south, which flips
Right.
the boss around. Then you gotta flip the boss around again once you go north. So less spinning.
That was the original reason, is to minimize the amount that Tam has to drag the boss awkwardly back to the middle.
I guess also if it's... I'm trying to think of how to mitigate this. So if it's big fireball... Okay, so our options are start south or start between... kind of slightly north between A and B, is that correct?
Yeah, like where it's at right now. We start in
Okay.
the middle, party stack in the middle. Phoenix will be basically right there, minus like 2 pixels south.
Okay, so if it's big fireball... Oh, go ahead, Midori.
Well, all I was gonna say was it wasn't a problem before you guys made us move back like 2 yalms. So what if he pulls Phoenix so that 3 is max melee?
Well, I just
Because it hasn't been a problem like until
it has been,
now.
but it hasn't been starting. We haven't gotten Shiva south either. That's the reason why I wasn't pushing it earlier. Is because
Never?
never,
Nope.
not once.
The first time.
First time tonight, I think.
So, because it hadn't happened, I was like, I didn't have examples to be like, yep, watch, 6 people got hit, just like I thought they would.
Or no, it happened once earlier, and like 3 people got hit.
Right.
The
The farther north we stack, the less of a problem it will be, it's true.
I mean, the only problem I have with like dragging it all the way north is that the casters have to run all the way there instead of going to the middle and pulling the boss between to 3.
We have to make it all the way across anyway.
I think I'm going to go back and reiterate what Midori asked, which was, can't we just have 3 be max melee?
Yeah, I think if we go to the top, I'm gonna pull the boss, but if this is the max melee spot, I think it's fine, because then you have enough time to scoot, because this is safe from Shiva right here.
It doesn't even have to be where you're saying. It could be like right here, smack dab in the middle of 3.
But this is the threshold right here, right? If you cross this line, you're safe.
Yeah.
Yes. This is definitely safe.
I would like to point out that if this is, let's say this was where we were standing, That's literally the north strat.
No, I was asking for the middle of 3.
I know.
But
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that the edge of that box, right, the inside of that box, is the north strat. So 3 is not. 3 is the south strat. Or south of 3 is the south-south strat. But like.
so, all I'm trying to wonder is like, what is there a reason why 3 can't be max melee that I'm not aware of?
At the point 3's max melee, at that point when we might as well just have it where it is.
No, that's very different. If the boss starts where it is, I can't dodge north.
Right, but I don't know.
Like, we're talking about like a 2 yalm adjustment, not like a 5, 10, 15
Yeah,
yalm adjustment.
I think we're overcomplicating it, but
Yes.
You're right, we should go with the pug strat, which is to stack on the inside of the box. I do
I
not
thought it was the
agree that-
middle. Wasn't that the pug strat?
Yeah.
Pug strat's the stack in the middle.
what I was trying to say and what I typed is that when it's Shiva, the middle explosion, you don't have to run all the way up to the edge. So the boss, shouldn't move. Like, it'll move to wherever Tam is pointing, but it's, it shouldn't move as much.
I mean, with Shiva, no matter what strat we use, the boss will be facing probably not north or south because of how Shiva works.
Right, I'm not talking about facing. I'm talking about actual boss movement.
What if you always dodge south, Tam?
That's what I've been trying to do.
Okay. I just mean, like, if we do the north thing so that he's up north, then whenever we dodge, you dodge south, so he's already moving south, so you don't have to worry about as much movement, I guess. That is true, but then I guess we either complain about losing uptime or we complain about having to move the boss, so...
I mean, if pugs, and this is giving a lot of credit to pugs, if pugs are doing the center strat, like start in the center and move out, and it works, and they can reposition the boss.
I mean, I'm okay with that, but I would say drag the boss south instead of north.
That's fine, we all just still need to move together.
Well,
Is there a reason that's not fine?
yeah, because then we have to run out losing uptime on the boss for melee. That's the whole point.
Then I would
Is
say move north, because we're going to need all the DPS we can get. I mean, I did pug parties with this, and there was no issue repositioning the boss.
Just to clarify something, is the party normally stacking in the middle or at C?
What we've been doing, or
No, in the pugs.
in the pug strat, you start on the square in the center.
in the middle. Because then if it's Shiva or if it's the other thing, you don't have to move. It doesn't...
Right, but that would also be true at C too. Correct?
Yes.
Thank you. So, like,
This is the...
it's like if we start on 3, there's if people don't react, they can get clipped by the Shiva. Yes, if people do everything right, they might dodge it, but like, I just don't see any reason to add that extra risk. It doesn't seem like there's any tangible benefit other than Tam's irritants at having to mow the boss.
So, for whatever it's worth, if we switch to being at your C there, that's kind of where we started the night at.
I mean, Tam, do you want me to try to move the boss there? Like, do it for that part and then give it back to you?
No, I'm okay with doing that. I'm just like I was just trying to make as minimal movement of the boss as possible. But if it's not going to help, then I can do it the other way.
I think the current strat isn't bad at 75% of the time.
That sounds like a bad strat to me.
It's technically passing, but it will hurt your team. So.
Yeah, Shiva has just made it in a way that there is a chance that you can't have uptime, and no matter how you do it.
Right, and the only reason why we were doing the strat that we have right now, where we pull the boss as far south as we did, and stand at as max melee as we did, as opposed to dead center, was so that we could hypothetically get melee uptime during Shiva. For 1 GCD.
Okay. I think you can get that. I think you'll be able to get that GCD back if we just always run north, and the boss is slightly north of center.
I don't think I dropped a GC here.
I bet you can get that back.
I mean, if it's east-west, you probably will, because you have to run out, and you will be out of melee.
But I never run to the first circle anyway. I always run to the second one, which would be A. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be less than a GCD that you should be out of position. Like, you should not lose a whole GCD. Even half of one is a bit of a stretch.
I don't lose a GCD, I switch a GCD to a ranged attack.
Okay, and how about this question? So we're pulling it north because melee uptime, whatever. Is there any objection to pulling it like the same position north but south?
Isn't that what we've been doing?
No.
So the reason why we have to start, the party has to be on the south side and the boss has to be on the north side, is so to bait the large experimental fireballs, right?
But if we're baiting in the middle, it doesn't matter.
Neither strategy is both strategies are effectively the same for the large fireball in every way, right? The reason why we don't start south and then pull the boss south is because then you have to leave.
Well, no, then everyone just dodges south. Instead of north, we're flipping the arena, that's all.
Yeah, that's it. You still go to the center to bait the big AoE, you still go to the center to dodge Shiva, you just dodge south for Shiva.
Not the pug, not the south, the middle strat.
I mean, it's basically the pug strat. We're
The
just like-
compromise. It's not, though. You join a pug group, they're gonna stack on that square.
Thing is, if we go with the spot where that C marker was, it doesn't really change what we're currently doing. We can still do the big explosion up north, it's fine, and it negates the problem of getting clipped by the first Shiva puddle.
Yeah.
So,
That's kind of my point.
If the difference is if we start where the puddle is where it was, then there's not. Sorry. Could you put the C marker down again so I could see where it is?
what if it was there?
That is literally the pug strat.
They're saying the pug strat's dead center.
No, they're saying it's on the edge of the square.
No, it's in the center of the square.
That middle square, like the small square in the middle.
It's the
of the big
center.
square.
Yeah, pug strat is dead center.
Like,
So
That strat sucks.
I vote for C strat. I think it will solve all our problems, and we don't have to change anything except for being one square closer.
Okay, that's fine. I was asking for that, except for it was like 2 yalms further south than C.
Yep.
It's fine, whatever, as long as we don't get hit by Shiva. I have forfeit all uptime on Shiva for that one GCD. That's what I've got this Harvest Moon for, and not just so that I can date farm waifus.
So Tam, you just need to pull the boss like 5 yalms south, right? 5 or 6, and that should be fine. And then other than that, we're doing exactly what we're doing before.
Okay.
It is exactly the same in every way, except that you have to pull the boss a little more.
Oh,
This
that's
part
awkward.
sucks. This part sucks. So I guess that was the other reason to have the boss center.
Yep, that was the part that we were initially struggling with.
No, I have to fight my urge to go north.
Yeah.
Do we need to put a marker on somebody so that people actually stack up at max melee?
That wasn't the problem.
That wasn't, but if it was big fireball, it could have been.
No, just pull.
Going sideways is hard. You can go front and back, but not sideways.
We're in danger.
For what?
No, we're okay.
I had years to prepare for that.
sides.
I forgot to move. That's on me.
I am killing the wrong one. Yeah, actually, it turns out if you pull the boss like that, 3 is perfectly max melee, and that's probably fine.
Sides.
I put Heim on the rock first.
Luckily, you're still alive. But not for long.
No, 11%. Okay, we were all up for that one, though, right?
We were definitely all alive for that one. I had some good time up. Time up. You know, it's like uptime, but said by an idiot. Me.
Yeah, can't hit the other side either. You gotta like forcefully target the one across the room, dot that, then hit the sides and hit yours.
I wonder if there's a way that we can do this so that we're DPSing the birds that we get charged from instead of our original groups, because I do lose quite a bit.
It's just gonna be random though, isn't it?
No, the two birds that me and Oli have hate on, when they grow to bigger sizes, we keep hate on those ones.
Yeah, that's for tanks, so I'm saying for DPS. Right, because if I have to dodge to 2, and then I have to start DPSing the bird 4, I probably lose at least a GCD.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought it was random, but you know, it might be that a healer and a DPS are always either the first or second charges tethered together, right? In which case the 4 DPS would be spread out around the arena. But I don't know that we know that for sure.
I'm just going to go to 1 or 2 for the second set of birds, depending on which one I'm closest to, just so that I don't have to move them like all the way across the arena. Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
Is it okay to just kill the one that you're near?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just start doing that.
Like, it's safe if the DPS are evenly spread out.
And even if it's not, we can kill the first 2 real quick. At like 3 and 4, for example. And the one at 1 will still just be at 1, and that's probably okay.
I mean, as long as DPS are good at switching targets, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Can you kill a bird before it starts its charge?
Yeah, technically, yes.
Does it stop its charge?
Maybe.
I have no idea.
Probably?
Is this the, like, just pick one and everyone nukes it down strat?
But we would need the melee to be able to get out in time after we kill it.
No fear.
Blinks and flips and stuff.
No fear. Let's not flip.
I mean, like, worst case scenario is one of them gets, like, really low. But no, let's let's just keep going. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. We should just get more pulls in.
Like, as long as you're hitting something, we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
I mean, This would be last pull if we don't suck.
Yeah.
Just never killed that one.
Alright, last pull.
So, Tam, if it's pointed north-south, when the left-right goes off, you can probably just already be on the south, so the boss just immediately flips around.
It won't be like that every time.
I'm upset.
Middle.
All right. Well, we can at least see the marks on people here.
I hope that lasts long enough. Wait, the boss is target.
All right. This is the thing that puts the marks. Looks like
It
it's
is
on.
not always. Yes.
Oh, get really middle. Get really middle.
Oh, you can survive that.
Yeah, those look like 90-degree cones, actually.
Experimental glory plume.
Oh, this looks like the combo.
Can someone do second threat? I have.
And then big explosion in the middle.
Nope.
Oh, explosion on 2 people.
Everyone. Maybe.
Mm-mm. I didn't have one.
I didn't get one. I saw
That was
two
on
puddles.
I saw 2 people, yeah.
Light party stacks?
Probably like pretty stacks.
Oh, gross.
So we have to dodge the Shiva as a light party on
gross.
opposite
Yes.
sides.
Fun.
Sounds correct. So, melee north.
Also, this Phoenix has like a second head or something, because second threat just gets like.
You know, it's
auto-
weird. It's actually
Oh,
got
yeah,
3
I get-
heads.
Wailed on.
The teeth auto attack for the rest of the fight.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Leviathan, deal with it.
I would use cooldowns, but I have to save them for the tank busters. So it's like, I used Heart of Kharkram on cooldown there, but it's garbage, so.
Huh, neat. Well,
Well, I only have 1 Cardia, so I'm gonna keep it on Tam, I guess.
yep.
Unless we decide to do something else with it.
I mean, they auto both tanks.
Yeah.
Swap.
I'm just saying, like, we're gonna have to manually deal with one of you either way. Are the auto attacks equal?
Should be.
Yeah, you get it 4 times.
Is there a debuff that shows you which way the eye is facing?
Yes.
Or do you have to look at the eye to find it?
You look underneath. You mean for like the facing the cones out?
Yes.
You look at yourself. like
There's a-
look straight down at yourself and it'll be an
Yeah.
arrow.
Yeah, there's a ring with the arrow pointing out.
I think they exploded that time because they were too close together.
Oh, that's another thing I
I
guess.
think.
Or perhaps because they were too far apart.
I don't know. Somebody lived though.
I lived. I didn't get hit by anything. It was a coincidence.
100% skill.
Run away from everyone else.
Also, I'm sure I don't have to say this, but never, if the tank buster is happening, don't be at the right of the boss. Just FYI.
I will do all of my positionals on the left. I will continue to do all of my positionals on the left side.
That's the best thing to do. I can... My brain cells can either press my cooldowns or they can adjust to somebody being there. I can't do both.
Do you know what the auto attack is? Is it unknown 6D0F or unknown 6D0D?
I don't know. I can tell you how much it did me for.
Oh no, it's just called attack.
So it's the spark fledged. Each hit. Let's see. So it hit Carrot for 5,000, 6,000. Let's see how much it hit me for.
It says 16k on me.
Yeah. I'm trying to find where it is on me.
Is it not just attack? It's blunt, isn't it? Or is it piercing? Or I can just go to Tam. Ah yes, Tam gets hit by 124 attacks. That sounds right. Wait. Is it attack in the first phase, but it switches to piercing with the unknown 6D0 whatever for the left and right heads? That's probably what that is.
It's not.
Okay, good night.
Good
Night.
night. But yeah, it's like 15k, so it's not too exciting.
It's enough when paired with other things. It can get a little spicy.
Yo, it's also enough to 3-shot a DPS.
I need to get back to work, so I'll see you guys Friday.
Work? It's like 1,000,000 a clock.
Well, my laptop gave up its ghost Monday morning. So, I'm not saying that I'm having to redo
Oh
some
no.
stuff, but I'm having to redo some stuff.
And this time you're not having to redo some stuff that some other paid intern should have done correctly the first time.
No, this is where I didn't back something up to the cloud and lost it. So, it's my own fault. On the
Rip.
plus side, I have a new laptop.
Hey,
But,
silver lining.
yeah, so I gotta go play catch up. So, I'll see you guys Friday.
Bye bye.
Okay, I see the yellow ring around the thing that has the arrow.
23k autos. Thanks.
On all of us? Or just the highest DPS? Like the threat DPS?
Expert? Yeah, I'll do expert.
On Carrot.
Okay.
The
3 heads.
the thing I was trying to see is it looks like there's 4. So you guys were saying there's 4 separate auto attacks that just totally hit at the same time? Because it just looks like it's one chunk of HP.
There should be 3. Because there's only 2 of the things out and the boss.
You're talking about when there are ads, right?
I'm talking about right before the teeth.
Right before the teeth.
Right, so like there was the double tank buster, Oli died, and you started taking auto attacks or something.
Yeah.
So you got hit for 23k there, but it looked like it was just one chunk of health that went
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Is that multiple hits or was it one hit?
It's one hit.
Okay.
Okay, so
Because somebody was saying that there's a bunch of like there's 4 autos or something.
Well, no. Like, when there's a bunch of ads, the ads are autoing too, right? Or is that something else?
That's something else.
I'm ready.
The autos shouldn't be happening at exactly the same time, except for on different people.
Yeah, it's just Leviathan. And it's 23 on Carrot, but it's like 15 on a tank.
Yeah, I think
I'm wearing Dragoon armor. That's like tanky, right?
Mm-hmm, sure.
That's why I get to DPS from the front.
I'm just trying to understand like what's going on here, right? Is this actually a case of Leviathan again with the 2 heads doing 2 auto attacks?
Yes.
yes.
It doesn't look like that to me watching the video.
After we get back from ads, there's 2 of those little teeth thing up front that do autos.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I think both of those only count as 1 attack. And the boss is whoever's main tank is getting hit by the boss, and whoever's off tank is getting hit by the teeth.
Yeah, because they interrupted one of my casts. I was like, wait, what?
Rude.
I know, right?
Okay. Well.
That's why I was asking for a provoke.
Yeah, no, I get it that there was something hitting the non-tank, but like there's many ways where auto attacks can work. Like they're not always like equal auto attacks.
Right.
Did you figure out what the name of the teeth auto attack is? I guess I can just check my damage incoming.
Oh yeah, I'm not even running ACT at all, so I can't even.
Incoming damage.
I think it's just attack. And it's just blunt and it does 23,000.
Yes. Lowercase a attack. I got hit by 2. I got hit twice.
Yep. Pretty painful.
But it is physical.
Time to faint.
Time to vengeance.
No, I'm telling you, I'm a tank. Look, I've got 3,031 armor. How about you?
$1,700 like a chump.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably taking like half as much damage as you. Okay.
Alright, I just need the minion from this place and then I'm good. All sprints on cooldown.
Well, now I remember what I was going to do. This is when it's beneficial that I'm a hoarder.
So were all the machines we fought up till now from that one planet that these ones are from?
I wonder.
Byproducts from them?
I mean, not all of them, but... Oh, you mean the Omicrons? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all from, Well, they might not be literally from the same planet, but they're the same race, yes.
I mean the ones that we fight on Atheris. Throughout all of the expansions.
On Atheris?
Yeah, because since Omega was here, and Omega is from that planet.
Right, but like Omega was just one robot, right?
Yeah, but we could have gotten all of our technology from him, so like basically all the robots we fought would be a byproduct of him.
Yeah, kinda.
Or it, I should say.
I mean, we don't know the exact timeline, but I wouldn't be surprised. Right, because...
I mean, Omega was here for a long time.
Right. But, like, remember that the fucking... The Calamity happened, right, like, a long time ago, but these guys are just robots. They could just be sitting there for thousands of years dormant, right? So yeah, it's possible that they went out and conquered worlds. Medeon got sad. Our world sundered. Omega went out and found us. And Omega sat in our world for thousands of years. And all the robots in their original world just sat there. Just kind of chilling. And then we went out and found them.
And we killed them over and over again until a fate spawned. And then we got a mount. Why did we do it? For the mount.
And they're like, we don't understand. Why are you doing this? Look, it's beyond your comprehension, robots. Don't worry about it. I mean, this is kind of one of those weird things where you're like, when you're dealing with such a long time frame, where it's like, they just don't conceive time the same way. Like, you know, the universe is 13.8 billion years old or whatever, right? So like, entire civilizations could have gone, conquered entire galaxies and died out before we even looked up. Sounds like that's what did happen.
I'm out of varnish. This is unacceptable.
But yeah, I guess it is things like that, though, that really does give the dragons a slightly different perspective.
That's also something that's like completely not obvious most of the way through playing this game. That
Well, they hint at it, right? But like they do explicitly say it early on. But like you're like, oh, whatever. When you first meet Midgard Samar, they talk about his journey across the stars to this planet.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that takes a while, but I guess that is, relatively speaking, not super late into the game. It's like, yeah, you're like, all dragons on this planet, and a lot of the Alligans seemed to have done some experimentation with Omega.
Yeah.
Which is how Omega ended up sort of like in stasis or whatever under some giant Alligan containment center. And whose priority was it to let him out? Oh yeah, Nero.
For the lulz.
It's like, no, trust me. This will totally solve our Shinyu problem.
I mean, he's like the founders of Australia. Yeah, this will solve our rat problem. Look, Nero, you're not wrong, buddy, but yeah, I do like the fact that, like, I like it when a story tells you something and you think you understand it, or you think that you kind of understand it, but you don't really get it until like way later, and you're like, oh no, they weren't exaggerating. Like, he is the founder of all dragons. That's not like, it's not just a mythological thing. He didn't just magically come into being. He's just the one dragon who came here
with a clutch of 3 eggs.
Right. 3?
I think it was 3.
7, right?
I'm sure people on the wiki have documented this.
Because I thought it was...
Probably an encyclopedia, too.
Yeah, but it's easier to search the wiki.
I mean, it was Bahamut, Tiamat, Hraesvelgar.
Yeah.
Wow, Midgarzimer's been in a lot of games. There we go. There's the 14. The first brood. Hamet, Tiamat, Welsberger, Nidhegg. We've never met Ratatoskr.
We know of Ratatoskr though. Ratatoskr was the one killed by Ishkar.
Right. Then Vitra and Azdaha. Hey, I remember that from Genshin.
Yeah, I think Azdaha the only one we don't know, right?
And in fact, if I click on Azdaha, it just redirects to First Brood, because details remain unknown beside its silence during the events of Endwalker. All we know is that, oh, I think he's one of the ones that's like still in Mericidia.
Probably.
I have run out of Terabin. Fuck. I guess the only place I know to buy it, other than junk mongers, is Limsa, and I hate going to Limsa. But at least I get to buy it from Bango Zango. Totally sounds like a JoJo's character.
Boingo Boingo.
You know, Oingo Boingo is a lore-accurate Wallafell name.
Aren't they supposed to repeat vowel syllables though?
You have one syllable at the
Just
start.
kill
of
the boss.
name, and then the second half is the same on both. And it seems like a lot of times it uses like the Japanese syllabary, but then sometimes they have more complex syllables.
What do I get for my desynth?
One thing I'm unsure of is the dragons are all dead, right? They're not just like they are actually dead. They're not just hanging around.
You mean the dragons from the Dragon Planet?
All the other dragons, yeah. Except for the ones on our planet.
Those are images, aren't they?
Yeah.
According to Medion, they are.
So, are the robots images?
They should be.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe everything in Ultima Thule is just a recreation.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
that is what I'm assuming.
But I do believe after the events of Endwalker, the ability for them to be reborn was reinstated.
Yeah, it should be.
I think that's how it ended
Of
up.
course, if there's no dragons to give birth, then there's not going to be any more dragons. But
Or at least for new life to appear on the planets that
Right.
those beings were on.
yeah, that seems more likely.
Because it's not getting drowned out by emo.
Yeah.
Emo.
So I mean, I guess maybe the answer is we don't know, but presumably the Omicrons like won all the wars, right? And they just kind of hung around and did nothing.
Pretty much.
They're like, we did it. We won all the wars. Now what? Wait for new orders, I guess.
We
At
conquered
lea-
everything.
At least all known wars.
Right.
All planets they have found.
Or all planets worth conquering?
Because yeah, I think they stopped before they like spread out too far because they're like, what's the point after we conquer everything? What's there to do?
Well, also, like, Omega was basically the central brain, right?
Was it? I don't remember. I wasn't entirely clear on that.
I thought so, unless Omega is just, like, one of the whatever, like, enforcement units. But, like, once Omega went silent, then...
Yeah, I guess there was that quest line where they're talking about how, the central brain went silent, but I wasn't sure if that was because their images just didn't know what to do without it. Right, and they weren't really hooked up or anything.
I thought that was the other robot NPC that you talked to that started questioning their existence. I thought that was the guy that went silent.
I think that's the local guy. That was the local leader, right? But he kind of was questioning his existence. But I think he... Well, no, maybe you're right. Maybe he was... I originally thought it was going to be some remote guy who went silent, and then it turned out to be him.
Yeah, and, it could just be that, like, there are factions among them.
Right. Maybe this
where
is
it's like...
This is a simple image of the conflict that is going on within them.
Like, any of the ones that are Greek letters or whatever are the big bosses of a bunch of them. So that they can spread out more. Because, I mean, like, the entire Omega quest line is basically Omega's like, okay, well, now that we're awake, back to business, let's see how combat worthy you are.
Right, trying to find a new opponent.
Also, based on this knowledge, that means that every other world that Final Fantasy has existed in has been conquered by Omega. Or at least the ones that were Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 4, not Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 6. Those worlds were conquered by Omega so that he could use them as simulations for his fights.
Yeah.
It's just an amusing thought.
I guess the only